It's the morning of. I'm dressed. It's time to go.
Okay, so we got everything strapped down and seemingly good, and we will go from here. So I've been wanting to adventure more, and I always wait for some big grand trip that I've perfectly prepared for, and I don't think I really need to. And so I have to go an hour and a half north to take some pictures and videos for work, so might as well take the bike. Bike feels good. There's a little bit of wind, and I can kind of feel them on the cases, but I think this is going to be a good little start. I'm also on a new tire. You know, there's a luxury on motorcycles that I think is maybe my favorite part, and it's that when you come to a light, it doesn't matter what lane you're in, because you're going to be able to pass everyone. So you can go in the leftmost lane to the rightmost lane. It doesn't matter. You're just going to be able to punch out and swoop over. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. I'm already overthinking it because I haven't been adventuring. I've been sitting at home watching other people on YouTube take all these cool, crazy trips, and then I've been like, oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Well, you can get a similar feeling. Just get on the bike and go. This is to myself, not... I mean, maybe to you. The turning is quite a bit more weighted. I'm not as nimble as I use. Not that this is like a nimble bike, I guess. I don't know, for me, it feels pretty nimble, but I know people that ride the middleweights, or they always use the term flickable, and I'm like, this thing holds a line. It's not really flickable, but once you set it, you forget it, and I really enjoy it. I've been really loving this bike. Like, hey, so slight little hiccup here. My audio was pretty thrashed. All you can hear is wind, and you pick out a few words here and there, but it's miserable to listen to, so I don't want to do that to you. I did order a cowl, which I couldn't find the one that came with the helmet, but 12 bucks and that's solved. So anyways, this is just me riding up until I get to Buc-ee's, and we love Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's is awesome. Buc-ee's! We love it. We love to see it. At this point, I hop off the bike and I go into Buc-ee's with just a brutal camera angle. I don't really know what I'm capturing, but it's sideways. Anyways, Buc-ee's is still awesome, and there's plenty of good things to have in here. I pick up a water and a coffee. Colombe! I love these things. They're actually so good, and I have a small addiction to them. And then from there, I just go get a little breakfast burrito, get ready, using my helmet as an impromptu bag, as you should. And then, you know, I go hang out, refuel, do all the things I need to do. And then I also realized that my friend Michael wanted to know how my cases worked. So I went into that real fast. So my buddy Michael was asking me how this worked. So you have your key, put that sucker in, unlock, and then if you pull up on this tab, it'll open, and then I have these cool bags inside. I didn't clip these. Actually, this one, I was too lazy to Velcro it, so that's why I didn't put it in. But then you can get these bags that you can fill up, or you can just put in things in loosely. It does fit a helmet, which is good to know. And then you push down on that. Push down too hard. And then if you want to take it off, you pull on this handle, and it pops off like so. And then when you put it on, you want these to align with that, and then these slot into there. But this one's a little temperamental. There we go. And then you push that down, make sure that's all good, and then from there. But when you take them off, you can bring this up so you have like a little handle to hold on to, which is festive. Filming in public is weird. I feel weird. Anyways, bye Buc-ee's. We miss you. Buc-ee's always provides. If you're on a road trip and they don't stop at Buc-ee's, like it's, I mean, unless it's like you really don't gotta go, but Buc-ee's trip successful. I'm getting a little bit of rain.
Okay. Maybe we should have put on the show. You know it's bad when you turn your head. I mean, this isn't like actual rain, so it's not really bad, but when I turn my head, all the mist just like whoosh, goes to the side. But then I can't see what's about to potentially murder me.
You see, it's bad. That's just a little taste of the horrible, windy, blah audio. Now this part is just me yapping. I realize I talk a lot. I go on tangents, like just weird things, and then sometimes I loop. I don't know what's going on. I just revisit. But this, I was just talking about whatever. I'm again sparing you. And then I hit a good bit of construction, and I don't know if it's the walls or something, but you can hear me. So let's listen to me.
Oh. Woo. Okay, sorry, I had to shut up really fast because I was in a really bad spot and I didn't like any of it and I got a little scared. So what I was literally saying was it's confidence inspiring and a little scary. My butthole ratcheted down 7 levels because I was just horrified there. But it's so good, and it gets you out of the house, it gets you doing something cool and functional, and I think this is the one. I remember that shell. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This is all under construction, so it's like hard to tell exactly which exit it is. Well, you get a lot of good from it. I mean, yes, there's risk, but there's risks in anything worth doing. Like, you don't want to seem like an idiot, but I don't know. The older I get, the more I find seeming like an idiot, asking questions that may be dumb, is part of the process of understanding something, and I think that's important. And as I'm getting up there and becoming an unk, as the kids say, to pass along some knowledge. Not on motorcycles. I have some. More on failing. I'm really good at that. That guy's gonna take the right lane. No, sir! Sir! You've boned me. You ever feel like you're saying something and you're like, I'm onto something, and then at the very end you kind of mess it up? I feel like I do that a lot.
Well, okay, well, that's enough talking on my end. At this point, I take the last bit of freeway and I shoot on up there, I take a right, and then it's like a long country road all the way down. Easy peasy.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. This is so funny to be out here on a bike. Also, the weatherman lied. I mean, it sprinkled a little bit, so maybe they fibbed. They didn't full on white lie, but they weren't being completely open and honest. Man, dude, like, what? Why have I not been doing this forever? You know, when I have this a lot where I just don't do something because I'm just like, oh, it's inconvenient, it's annoying, why would I do that? Oh, I have to prepare differently, oh, maybe I can't do that, let's just focus on this. And I'm like, this helps your mind feel more creative, like satiated, it's doing something, it feels like you've had a little win, a little adventure in the day, and then I get to go work, and that's, it's cool. I sound like a nerd saying I'm excited to go work, but, you know, I'm taking pictures and videos. It's barely a real job. No, it is. It's hard work and everything, but, you know, I enjoy it. Oh, look at this, dude. What are we even doing? Looks like they were doing some road work. Oh yeah, last time this was blocked. I got some pictures of these cool big machines. Maybe I'll throw them up if I remember. Ooh, fresh road. Oh, old road. So in our guided tour here, this is part of the golf course. We have 18 beautiful championship. It's a golf course. It's really pretty. It's really nice. It's wasted on me. I'm not I'm not into golf. I already have too many expensive hobbies, but I know I'd like it, but it's just, I think it's a little dangerous for ya boy. Sometimes there's golf carts here, we're good. 10 out of 10 so far, and as I got here, this beautiful blooming sun just popping out. Pretty sick. And here we are. Oh, I guess I can park kind of however I want. No one's really going to be here. We will be parking like that. Woo!
Open this bad boy up. Do you see how like nice and convenient this is? Just the fact that I can yoink that guy out. Literally take this. So at this point, I got here, I got settled. I'm taking everything out of these boxes and kind of breaking it down. Essentially, I brought some camera gear that kept that safe, and everything worked out really well. And then I was able to actually put these in a cabinet, and you know, everything was packed away. With that done out of the way, now it was time for the, you know, reason I was here today, and it was time to get to work. And after I got what I needed from this unit, I needed to hop over to the next one. So my plan was just to load up one case and kind of just ride over in shorts. Before you go crazy, I live in Texas, so there isn't a helmet law, and also this was like 30-second and a half long drive. Like, it was nothing, so we're being safe. And look, I look like an insane person. An insane person that's having a ton of fun. I'm pretty damn happy. Okay. Here we are. So this is the second one that we're doing, and the the one box solution worked out famously. So I guess now I'll get all of this done. Probably gonna pop these shoes off because they retain a good bit of heat. I'm gonna be running around. And then quick little recap, I guess, and then we'll head home. Another tractor. There's something just truly enjoyable about being on the bike without any protection, you know, in a controlled way. Like, I'm not actually on the streets or anything crazy, but it just feels ripping. Look how good that bike looks. Okay, it's really humid and I'm done and I want to go home. So I'm going to try and be quick about this. But all in all, great day, super fun. I'm really happy I took the bike. These cases are actually awesome. They make the bike look a little bulky and weird and visually not my favorite, but you can't argue with the convenience, especially this little handle right here where you're able to actually bring it inside with you is huge. And I'm thinking about if you do travel and if you go to like an Airbnb or something, then you take the cases off, put all your stuff and gear and everything inside, and then you can take the bike and go. And even more than that, inside, because they have those little bags, you can just take the bag, and then if you want to go get groceries, you have all this for groceries. So kind of awesome. I'm sure I'll have some other points of reflection, but again, it's hot. I'm all put together again, well, other than my hair. And yeah, so I guess we'll talk more there. After all that, I rode home and everything was hunky-dory. I was taking the same roads back, passing a few cars, having a good time. There was a moment where I was going a little quick and I slowed down and I saw a cop and I told another guy to slow down who was kind of keeping pace with me the whole time, you know. And I saw my Buc-ee's later, which was cool. They got you. Ooh. Okay, well, that was kind of cool. The guy who I flagged down told me thank you, which is kind of fun. And also, I found out that exhaust pipes are hot. So the day that I shot this and the day I went out, I was pretty tired. Like, not horrible, but there was a lot of coffee in my system, and I couldn't really phrase everything correctly. Since then, I've done this a few more times, and there's something unique about hitting up all these different terrains and having to adjust things. This first one was pretty basic. The roads didn't have all that much alteration. Things weren't that steep, or like, but it gets not harrowing, but more a culmination of all these skills that you're learning. You're putting everything to the test. Every tactic that you have to stay safe is kind of in full effect, and you're having to contend with a lot more, is what I'm trying to say. We're going to jump to what I thought and said on that day when I was brain dead, but highly recommend this. I think it's great. I think it's a good test, or however you want to phrase it. I just think you'll find it valuable and a good time. And it's cool. You have an iron horse. I hate that I said that, but I feel it in my heart. Hey, finally back home, showered, thank God. I actually looked, it was 71% humidity, and that's why towards the end I was really struggling. It was feeling pretty ripe out there. But huge success today. A lot of lessons, some mistakes. I think for sure next time I'll bring something to wipe my visor, do that sort of deal. But I haven't given it too much thought, and I'm sure I'll revisit this. But it was just super cool to, on what is a normal work day for me, to be able to go and take the bike and turn what used to be arduous and a chore into just fun and cool interactions. Like on the way back, there was this guy that I flagged down because I saw a cop, and it was just cool. It's cool. I know this was a good thing because I was so excited. I called my friend Michael, and me and him started riding around the same time. So whenever we have like motorcycle event stuff or bookmarks, checkpoints or whatever, or just things that we enjoy, we call each other. And I think this was awesome, and it reminded me that motorcycling is a skill that develops and that you have for a lifetime, provided you don't get hurt or something, or you don't get bored or something. But bored is highly unlikely, because I mean, if you get bored of the street, you can get a dirt bike, and then even on the street, there's so many avenues you can take it, where you can do like canyon carving or touring, or like there's so many different bikes and styles of riding and all that it just keeps giving. And I think taking the time to have a little adventure on my sports touring bike just really showed me that this is freaking sick.